Purushottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirahe Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. Today we are taking Srimad Bhagavatam from Canto 10, Chapter 39 and Text 33. Gopastamanva sajjanta Nandadya shakataistata Adayopayanam buri Kumban gora sasamrata Gopasta manva sajjanta Nandadya shakataistata Adayopayanam buri Kumban gora sasamrata Gopasta manva sajjanta Nandadya shakataistata Adayopayanam buri Kumban gora sasamrata. Gora sasamrata. Adayopayanam buri Kumban gora sasamrata. Mataji. Gopasta manva sajjanta Nandadya sakataistata Adayopayanam buri Gora sasamrata. Gopa, the covered men. Tam, him. Anvasajjanta, followed. Nanda Adhyaya, headed by Nanda. Shaktaha, in their wagons. Tataha, then. Adya, having taken. Upayanam, offering. Buri, abundant. Kumbhas, clay pots. Gorasa, with milk products. Sambratan, filled. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace and His disciples, Srila Prabhupada. So, translation, led by Nanda Maharaj, the cowherd men followed behind Lord Krishna in their wagons. The men brought along many offerings for the king, including clay pots filled with ghee and other milk products. Please repeat. Led by Nanda Maharaj, the cowherd men followed behind Lord Krishna in their wagons. The men brought along many offerings for the king, including clay pots filled with ghee and other milk products. So it has got no purpose. We'll go for the other one. Gopaschadaitam Krishna Manurvyajanuranjita Pratyadesham Bhagavata Kangshaktya Savatistire. Translation. With his glances, Lord Krishna somewhat pacified the gopis, and they also followed behind for some time. Then, hoping he would give them some instruction, they stood still. Text 35. Tastata tushya tirviksha swaprastane yadutama swantvayamasa sapremya rayasya iti dautyake. As he departed, that best of the Yadus saw how the gopis were lamenting, and thus he consoled them by sending a messenger with this loving promise, I will return. This is number 36. Yavada lakshate ketur aryavadrenu ratasya cha anuprastapitatmano lekhya nivopalakshita. Sending their minds after Krishna, the gopis stood as motionless as figures in the painting. They remained there as long as the flag atop the chariot was visible, and even until they could no longer see the dust raised by the chariot wheels. 37. Tanirasha nivamrattorgo Govinda vinivartane Vishakahani nirnagya yanta priya cheshtitam. The gopis then turned back without hope that Govinda would even ever return to them. Full of sorrow, they began to spend their days and nights chanting about the pastimes of their beloved. And this is 38. Bhagavan api samprapto Rama krurayato nrapa ratena vayuvegena kalindim aga nashinim. My dear King, the Supreme Lord Krishna, traveling as swift as the wind in the chariot with the Lord Balaram and Akrura, arrived at the river Kalindi, which destroys all sin. Purport here. Srila Jiva Goswami comments that Lord Krishna secretly lamented his separation from the gopis. These transcendental feelings of the Lord are part of His supreme pleasure potency. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitamena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitam Sha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Sri Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpataru Vyascha Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. First of all, I seek all the blessing from the assembled devotees here. So, this Srimad Bhagavatam, this verse actually, Akrura comes to take Krishna and Balaram from Vrindavan. So, all gopis, they were in total lamentation, and all these translations, especially, it gives a sudden conclusion that they were behind Krishna with the chariot, and they could watch the chariot is moving, and they were waiting for some instruction from Krishna. The instruction Krishna was already given to them, but still they wanted final instruction. So the instruction was, Krishna says, I will come, I will return back, don't worry. No, just I will come. So after that they were just waiting. The chariot is gone further. They were waiting to see that flag. Even they missed that flag also, then they could see that dust. Even that dust was also finished. Then, they came back with broken heart like. So in this we can understand. Then they came home, they started chanting the holy name, talking about Krishna's pastime. By this they understood the serving mood of separation. Now Krishna is not there. This is a serving mood of separation. This is most important mood actually, viraha bhava. Without Krishna, they have to serve, That's why, therefore it is said, Gopi's love is the topmost, highest. And there's one more thing, the hope. I will return. I will return back. That hope. Where you must be knowing when we are taking parikrama for Govardhan, there is one coward boy, Pucharika Lauta Baba. For the last 5,000 years he is waiting. Krishna will return back. This hope. Krishna's hope. And therefore, this gopi is taking shelter by chanting and remembering Krishna. All the time speaking about him. Pastime of Krishna. So, this is the process. They are with Krishna. There is no difference between Lord's name and Krishna. So before that, there was Ras dance was the Ras Leela. There Krishna has given them some instruction. So this was given from the Krishna book only. So Krishna tells to them, it's an instruction. If you think that you are very much attached to me and you want my association, this is what Krishna says, I advise you not to personally try to enjoy me. It is better for you to go home. This was the instruction when they all have come to Ras Leela in the midst of the night, and they saw Krishna. Then Krishna gives them instruction. It is better you go home. And then what he says? Simply talk about me. This is the instruction he was already given. Simply talk about me, think of me, and by this process, constantly remembering me and chanting my names, you will surely be elevated to the spiritual platform. This is what we also got the instruction. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has also given the instruction. Our acharyas have given the instruction. Chant the holy name and you will be uplifted. So then further he says, there is no need to stand near me. Please go back home. Because Krishna was knowing what is going to happen. He have to leave this place. Initially only he gave them the proper instructions. Then the instruction given herein by Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna to the gopis was not at all sarcastic. This was very serious instruction. This instruction for gopis, even this instruction for us, it is not sarcastic. Very serious instruction. Now further we will see the actually here Gopi's love is really highest, and for that purpose, what is the qualities of the gopis? That is given, Prabhupada has given that particular thing in Srimad Bhagavatam. Here we can compare what is the speciality of the love of gopis here. See, here it is said, the absolute personality is beyond the range of our philosophical thinking. It is beyond the range, philosophical thinking. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, he is knowable by one who is getting his mercy. We can understand Krishna by his mercy only. In other words, we must love the Lord before we can fully know about him. Normally we love the Lord after understanding all the philosophical things and properly getting an authentic proof. Then, yes, you have to give up all the demigod worship. Just take Krishna, very serious matter. Just chant. After all, philosophical thing, it goes on. But this approach was exemplified by the gopis of Vrindavan. Without understanding the philosophy of the Absolute, without understanding the philosophy. They are simply loved Krishna. Without motivation of any material deals or spiritual gain also. They simply loved. And they were not educated, simple, covered girls. They were not the Vedantis. But they learned to love Krishna. That's the only qualification. They learned to love Krishna. That was their qualification. They did not even know that, they are not even bothered to know whether Krishna is God or not. They are not even bothered. They do not know about it. They simply loved Krishna. Without any identification. This is, Prabhupada is highlighting in his class. What happens, what is our position, especially when we come to Krishna consciousness, after India had so many opportunity to take devotional service. And finally we came to Krishna consciousness, Other hand, worshipping God, because we are impressed about Krishna. We are very much impressed. With all our sources of spiritual life, we found Krishna is a supreme personality of Godhead, and we are quite impressed with that. He is a supreme Lord. We know that. Gopis loved Krishna unconditionally. There is no condition. They just loved Krishna. Because this comes how? Without the mercy of Krishna, that is called anugraha. We cannot have that attachment. They just have attachment to Krishna. They love Krishna. Not an educated people, simple, covered girls, no fashion, nothing as such. Unconditional. They were loving unconditional. They came to know the absolute truth simply by virtue of their love. That's all. Their love was so pure, virtue of love. Therefore, gopis' love is the highest. This is the quality of gopis' love. Now, we'll come to what Prabhupada says. Then now the gopis' love is so, their platform is so higher. So now we cannot imitate that. So acharyas like Prabhupada, he says, to go back to your full Krishna consciousness, our thing is that we have to repair our earlier status, all sinful things. So you have to go back to your full Krishna consciousness. So what you have to do? You have to awaken your Krishna consciousness fully. Fully you have to awaken your Krishna consciousness. Therefore, simply want to understand, follow. Prabhupada is telling, simply follow this. What is that? There is a scheme. What is that scheme? Books are the basis. Just find out all this Siddhanta, Tattva. Total with great efforts, Prabhupada has kept us ready. We are very fortunate. Then, preaching is the essence. Take that, use it, and preach it. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to say, are you alive? Then preach this. Tell this Krishna consciousness to others. This is an essence. And third, utility is the principle. Whatever the situation. That utility is the principle. Finally, purity is the force. We have to become pure. This is not a phrase. There's one more. stress is there, Prabhupada. This is not a phrase. It is the fact. Always emphasizing association with the devotees. Association with the devotees. These are all things we can do by associating devotees. This is a big teamwork. Either book distribution, or understanding the philosophy, preaching, utility is the principle, even purity, everything. It's a big teamwork and association of devotees. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he is asked, Rai Ramanand, what is the greatest distress? So Ramanand Roy gives a person, devotees separating from devotee is the greatest distress. Greatest distress. Actually, Krishna reveals in very, very special way. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, same Krishna, he had come, he revealed it. Because otherwise, for going for thinking about Krishna or thinking about Vaikuntha or Goloka is not an ordinary thing. Because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave that perfect path. And through our acharyas, Srila Prabhupada, it is possible for you. You can have that same love. You can go back home, back to Godhead. Perfect. The thing is that Lord is descending within His name. That name is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Then we get all the strength for this. That is Param Drishtatta Nivartante. That when you go to the higher taste of Krishna's love, your all problem is solved. That is the highest taste for Krishna. Once you go for highest taste for Krishna, your all problems are solved. It will be removed, straight away removed. The example is, you can see from Bhagavatam, of course, some example. The Govardhan Lila, Indra tried such a way, massive rain, just to destroy the Brajvasis and everyone from Vrindavan. I mean, they were totally surrendered. And what happened is, what is the result? 7 days and 7 nights. All of we are knowing it. Result is, even a single grass couldn't be uprooted. Just see the power of how Krishna is protecting. And not only that, even single dust couldn't be removed from the Govardhan. Just see, single dust also couldn't be removed, because how the shelter of Krishna is so powerful, we can understand with this. Gopis are just taking Krishna's name, this Krishna himself. Name is Krishna himself. They could realize that. They wanted only that. So finally what happens? We are going for the higher taste of Krishna consciousness. That is a solution for all our problems. And we get the real knowledge. What is the real knowledge? There is no knowledge. Without the knowledge, what happens? We do lots of sinful activities. How can we eradicate our sinful activities? By having proper knowledge. That proper knowledge means removing all our illusion. When illusion is out, we get that same transcendental knowledge. And there won't be any sinful activities later. And Krishna consciousness transforms from selfish attitude to selfless attitude. Selfish to selfless. You get transformed immediately. And by that, he gets the love of God, love of Krishna. Love of Krishna is automatic. Because all this Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, everything we are getting that, get ourselves transformed from selfish to selflessness. The motivation is out. Then now we'll give some example. One who has taken shelter of Krishna, what way Lord protected them. That now the example of Hiranyakashipu and Prahlad, very, very highlight story of Srimad Bhagavatam. Everybody knows it. Because Hiranyakashipu, as you know very well, Hiranya means gold, Kashipu means very soft bed. He wanted to enjoy. That is the meaning. Even so many Hiranyakashipus are there. Even today, more than Hiranyakashipus. At least Hiranyakashipu had certain ethics. They don't have even that ethics also nowadays. So, he wanted to enjoy totally, externally, without Lord. So he took all the boon from Brahma and started to enjoy. But he was not happy. He was not happy. Why? Son Prahlad was becoming devotee of Krishna, Hari. He was not happy. He did not like it. Even most of the materialistic, they don't like it. Whatever the spiritual thing means, it is some odd subject nowadays, because they don't like it. One of the place we were doing some kirtan, because there was some person who lost his life. All devotees were doing kirtan. This person was very leader of that group, society, He came, the kirtan was going on Mahamantra. So he came and told me, let them stop this. Let them stop this kirtan. I said, why? You wanted to give some lecture or something? I asked him. He said, no lecture. Then we'll reduce the volume. Don't worry. Silent kirtan will go on. Then he could not tolerate. He went out only because they could not tolerate it. This Hiranyakashipu mentality is too much. It is there. Because it won't taste them. Stop it. This is practical things, Where you got? So this person, he was asking, in spite of that, he was inquiring with his own son. The quality of Prahlad was so great. He was so compassionate for his father. It was not that his history will be given to the future generation or that's why in drama people are acting. It was not that. It was the truth. He was so compassionate with his father. Some other he wanted to put him to connect with Krishna. That was his mood, actually. Prahlad's mood. So he was just coming, and this person, this my 5-year small boy, so he's just asking, Prahlad, how you are feeling? How you are feeling so much comfortable? Tell me, Prahlad. You are so comfortable. In spite of all my threatening, all my punishment, still you are so comfortable. And he was asking, what is your actual asset you have to be so comfortable? So Prahlad very, very, very compassionately, my father is really asking some good question. So he wanted to give him, my dear father, Nate vidu swartha gatim hi Vishnu. He says, my dear father, foolish persons do not know that their ultimate goal is Vishnu. Because he could not say, you are foolish. He said, foolish person do not know that their ultimate goal is Vishnu. God is Supreme Lord. And that is our job. And then what he says? Durasha ena bahir arthamanena. Because Durasha, all sort of, which is not at all internal, it is all external happiness, that is called. So he said they are hoping something never to be fulfilled. They are going hoping for something never to be fulfilled. That is all external interest. It's not connected with Krishna. Adjustment with the external world. They will be totally miserable. They are adjusting it. Taking all, forget Krishna, I will take this, I'll put that, I'll put this, I'll make that big industry, I'll do that, then I'll give a big ad, then I'll give a big ad for collecting money, come and give the money for this company. So these are the things, Externally, Krishna is not connected on that. Hare Krishna. So this is what adjustment he is doing. People are doing the adjustment, forgetting Krishna. So, this is Durasha. It is not what they are supposed to do there. And the same thing is given in Srimad Bhagavatam, Pandavas retired timely because Pandavas have to finish their pastime. When Krishna finishes pastime of this world, material world, then it was stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, Prabhupada's purport says, the merciful Lord left behind him the great teaching of Bhagavad Gita so that one can take these instructions of the Lord even when he is not visible to material eyesight. Whatever is given in this Bhagavad Gita to Arjun, same potency is still there and it is still working in the same way without eyesight. So then he says, there is no difference between the sound representation of the Lord and the Lord himself. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Same Krishna. Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddha Nitya Mukta Abhinnatvam Nam Nam. Many times we hear it. The same Krishna. One can derive same benefit from Bhagavad Gita as Arjuna did in the personal presence of the Lord. Same. Only the faith. Then next we'll go. There's lots of. This 4P. Now we'll go to. Finally, I have to see the watch also because Krishna is in a form of call. We have to see within that period you have to finish your exam or chanting, hearing and chanting, whatever that. See, main thing is Prabhupada, he mentions the special benefit by reading about Krishna's pastimes. That is his 10th canto. And he is referring even Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary also. Results. These transcendental pastimes of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, are so powerful that simply by hearing, reading and memorizing this book Krishna, one is sure to be transferred to the spiritual world. This is the statement. This Krishna book. That's why Prabhupada, in midst of started the Bhagavatam, then he immediately took that 10th canto of Krishna book. He has taken that. So spiritual world, which is ordinarily very difficult to achieve it. Ordinarily it is very difficult to achieve the spiritual world. You know, why for? Even up to coming to Krishna conscious person like me, even after my college studies also, I was knowing person has to go to Swarga, enjoy life, Then came to know Vaikuntha, when you go, you will never turn back. That nobody know. There was no question of Goloka. Even now also to explain it is very difficult. Then we have to give what is Goloka. Hare Krishna. Is Krishna's abode? Nobody knows. With all those qualifications. No, we could not get. That's here. That's why you are understanding about Krishna and you will be transferred 100%, to world which is not, ordinarily it is not possible, very difficult to achieve. The description of pastimes of Lord Krishna is so attractive that it automatically gives us impetus. Because we don't have the taste, but as soon as you read Krishna's book, he gives us impetus to study repeatedly. And the more we study the pastimes of the Lord, the more we become attached. This is what always. Same Bhagavatam. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Nastaparayeshu abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. It will, that is only a medicine. It will remove all your sinful activity. It will make you pure. And it is so attached. Otherwise what happens? There won't be an attraction also. The Krishna provides that attraction. More we become attached to him, This very attachment, this is very important, Prabhupada mentions. This very attachment to Krishna makes one eligible to be transferred to his abode. This very attachment to Krishna, by reading Krishna book, makes one eligible to be transferred to Krishna's abode, Golok Vrindavan. This is what, it is very serious moment and is very pure and perfect. By Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, we got this absolute truth, the same mood. Because Krishna accepts us. We, as a child is just lifting hand and my mother, please lift me. Unless mother lifts, child's hand will be up only. Mother, lift me. So the approaching whatever we do, we don't know how much, what is mother is going to give us, what is our future. We don't know. Small child doesn't know. After becoming, quite wise adult, then you will understand. I needed some bank balance. I wanted fame. I wanted this. I wanted that. I have to set up a family, or you have to become brahmachari, whatsoever. Because you come to know later. Initially, no. Our position will be like that. Because just taking Krishna's shelter, everything will get set right. We'll get whatever we are supposed to have it. And without any motivation. That's why, Anyabilashita shunyam jnana karmadi anavritam anukulena Krishna anushilanam bhaktirutam. That is the pure devotional service. Devotional service everybody are giving. Every cult in India. Because whoever took birth in Mother India, they are all devotees. But the most fortunate person, he will just try to go for the pure devotional service. That was Prabhupada was emphasizing. You have to become a pure devotee. There's no dirt at all. Remove all the dirt. 100% pure. 100% pure. Then only you will go back home, back to Godhead. That is possible. I'll give one small example. It recently happened. Then you have to pray for that person also. It is in Goa, one of devotees' father-in-law, he's a devotee also. He had some mild stroke about a couple of days before. And they took him to the hospital. Because he was chanting. People are thinking he is not that so serious. Because elderly people, always younger things, they are not serious, so much serious. At the time of result, when they come to that last stage, Krishna gives all the, their, on a gift, whatever they have done, a good things. So that person was admitted, and doctor asked him, what is your name? He said, Hare Krishna. My name is Hare Krishna. Actually, he forgotten his karmi name. How Krishna is giving the mercy, Then they said, you are not that. You are some Anand Shanborg or something like that, Anand Kamath. My name is Hare Krishna. So after saying that so much, he was hearing Prabhupada's class, Kirtan, Hare Krishna, or some other. Now, yesterday's position, they called up and asked, please ask the devotees, because he is in ICU, his condition is critical, but let devotees pray for him. So today I am requesting all of you, just pray for that great soul which is taking its name and he renamed himself Hare Krishna. So this is most important, because how Krishna is detaching the material thing and giving attachment, because the gift is given later. The parents normally they keep some bank balance for the children's, and when the time comes, finally they give that gift. Your account so much is there. So Krishna, Lord, is doing that. Whatever the best thing we did, He is our Supreme Father. He always does that. So here in today's class also is such. Whatever the particular things we did it, knowingly, unknowingly, like gopis, no, they were not knowing anything. No motivation at all. Nothing. They know only love Krishna. That's all. Without any. Anyabilashita shunya. no motivation. So that quality only Krishna will grant us. By His anugraha we will get it. It is not that particular qualification, particular efficiency, particular richness, or particular name, fame. It won't help. Of course, it will help for the external activities, but Krishna's activities, the tongue itself is enough. Just chant and you'll be happy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. There is no time for question. So please pray for that great soul of Goa. Say, let Lord protect him. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Prabhupada ki.